It's a rainy Sunday. Thank you for joining us here for the Hokey video blog. Hope everybody slept well last night, even though there were some thunder boomers, as some folks call them, especially out in our western counties early this morning. Those still continue as we do have a big slug of rain moving into the area. Let's get first today's Hokey weather fact and show you that the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma is the office that issues all of the severe thunderstorm and tornado watches that you see. It's not the local office, and it certainly isn't us here at Wave 3. We don't issue those. So the local National Weather Service office, the one here in Louisville off Smyrna Road, they can trim back these watches that are issued from Norman, Oklahoma, and they can cancel them as necessary as they see fit. It's just they have to be initiated by the SPC, but they do work together in getting those issued. So whenever you see those, now you know where they're coming from. All right, here's the radar view this morning. Big old slug of rain moving on in toward I-65 now. This thing was moving slow, but it's got a little bit of a cold pool on it, so it's accelerated just a little bit. So that's why we're starting to see it creep toward I-65 here. And you'll notice that we do have some heavier rains down toward Meade County, Brandenburg, Irvington, down toward Hardin County, or I should say Hardensburg in Breckenridge County. Litchfield, you guys will be getting in on this in the next few minutes as of this recording. But you'll look to the west and just all of this rainfall out there, some heavier stuff toward Evansville. None of this is severe, and the lightning count is down over the last few hours. It started out pretty strong this morning, but as expected, this is weakened. Here's the lightning count, 4,000 strikes. That stayed pretty consistent during this time frame, and hopefully that'll continue to go down as we go throughout the next few hours. Here's the line of storms in motion for you. You can see where the lightning strikes are and how this is kind of decreased in intensity as it moves into our western counties. The big old low pressure system is rotating on through the area now. You see the stationary frontal boundary that's snaking from the east and the west of it. This low moving slow, and I'm a poet, I didn't know it apparently, but it's going to be moving eastbound into the area as we go throughout the afternoon. So another line of storms is possible. Here's our SkyTrack camera from Norton Commons, kind of gloomy, a little muggy out there, and certainly the visibility is a little lower than usual because we've got the temperature so close to the dew point. Temperatures outside the city now in the 70s and the 60s at this point, and the dew point's in the upper 60s, so that's why we're getting that. If you're heading out to the Kentucky State Fair this morning, yeah, we've got that rain chance. We showed it to you on radar. It's knocking on our door. By 2 o'clock, a little less of a rain chance. It'll be a kind of a break, a lull in the action, if you will, by that point. And by 6 o'clock, woo, yes, 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms in here for sure. We will be talking about that here on Futurecast. Look at this. It's got a pretty good handle on where things stand right now at 8 o'clock. By 10:30, lined up along I-65, the heaviest of the rains. I think that's a pretty good bet. Continues to decrease in intensity, moves out toward Lexington. But look, by 4 o'clock, we've got a new line of showers and thunderstorms developing. This one could put down extended amounts of heavy rain. And really, I think we could see upwards of 2.5 inches of rain today in some spots. That's leading me to the concern for just a little bit of flash flooding here and there. It's not going to be a widespread flooding event because we haven't had a whole lot of rain as of late, and this is just kind of a one-off thing, if you will. And then as we go throughout tonight, continued rain and storm chances, they'll be more scattered. It's not going to be a 100% chance for sure. By 8:30 there, you can see how a lot of it's east of the city from that previous line. And we may rotate through a few showers tomorrow morning. So if you're getting the kiddos ready for school, might want to send them along with some rain gear just in case. But I think as we get them to school and out toward lunchtime, that's when things will begin to improve. The rain chances will be on the decrease. This sets us up for something we haven't had a lot this summer. A high-pressure ridge building in over the southeast. And that means the heat's going to be building back in. And even those 90s. Yeah, we're going to have a pretty good stretch of 90s if storms don't come through during the heating of the day and ruin that for us and give us those 80s instead. A lot of folks don't want the 90s, though, so it depends on your perspective. Since we'll be on the northern fringe of this, the storm track will be pretty much through the Midwest, and we could see the southern fringe of that. These are called ring of fire storms, as I explained yesterday, when you're kind of on the edge of that big ridge of high pressure. Here's the high temperature trend over the next several days. We stay in the low to mid 80s today and tomorrow thanks to the rainfall and some of the cooler air behind this low pressure system. But by Tuesday, we perk right back up to 90, 91 by Wednesday. By Thursday, we'll be at 90 degrees. I do want to caution about today's high of 84. That's if we get that break early this afternoon, maybe a peak of sunshine or two that may help, but otherwise we may stay in the upper 70s to lower 80s. So a lot of weather going on. Nothing severe out there now, nothing severe expected. We'll watch the heavy rainfall for flash flooding potential. Otherwise, this should be your run-of-the-mill heavy rainfall event that I think are some of our lawns, gardens, and crops really do need across Wave Country. That's it for now. Brian Good will be in here this afternoon and this evening with you on Wave 3 News at 6 and 11. I'll be back here next weekend. Have a great Sunday.